In the ever-evolving landscape of gaming, the PlayStation 5 has carved its place as a gaming powerhouse, offering a diverse library of titles that cater to a wide range of preferences. As we journey deeper into the world of next-gen gaming, it's essential to explore the cream of the crop, the games that have pushed the boundaries of storytelling, gameplay, and immersion. In this roundup, we'll take a closer look at the top 10 must-play games on the PlayStation 5. Whether you're a fan of epic adventures, challenging combat, or gripping narratives, there's something here for every gamer. So without further ado, let's dive into a world of gods, time loops, and galaxies far, far away. 1. God of War Ragnarok. The burden of following up not only one of the best £4 games, but also one of the most beloved PlayStation games ever, fell squarely on the shoulders of God of War. Ragnarok. Sony Santa Monica's development team managed the impossible by creating God of War, The Old Gods, a sequel that outdoes the highly acclaimed God of War 2018 in nearly every respect. It may be played on the £4, but it truly shines as a technical marvel when run on Sony's most recent hardware. Play as Kratos, the ever-irritated Greek demigod, as he tries to shield his son Atreus from the vengeful spirits of the Norse pantheon in this slick action-adventure game. The situation is made more difficult by the impending end of the world, which plays a major role in the game's epic fantasy plot. The epic plot, satisfyingly brutal action, and immensely gratifying exploration in God of War Ragnarok makes it one of the most remarkable games ever made. This is a game fit for the gods. 2. Elden Ring. If there is a genre called Soulsborne, then Elden Ring is its apotheosis. Japanese developer From Software has created a vast open-world game that extends on the formula introduced in Dark Souls. The high bar to perfection set by Elden Ring's difficulty is, of course, one of the game's main draws, as it is with virtually every From game. But there's more to Elden Ring than just challenging boss fights. Given that George R.R. Martin, author of the aforementioned Game of Thrones, was engaged in creating the game's setting, it should come as no surprise that there is a seemingly endless sea of mythology to explore into. The game's plot is obscure but rich in detail for those wanting to solve its mysteries. Elden Ring's true charm lies in the extensive flexibility players are given to not only explore the game's open world, but also create and customize a character perfectly suited to their preferred playstyle. You'll die a lot, but you'll keep coming back because the satisfaction of finally beating Elden Ring's most challenging foes is unlike anything else on the £5. 3. Deathloop. Despite Deathloop's tendency to put flash over substance, we still think it's great fun to play and awarded it GOTY in 2021. In order to end the time loop plaguing this first-person shooter, you must solve a murder puzzle on a mystery island. You accomplish this by killing 7 prominent figures in a single day. However, the perfect assassination strategy demands patiently piecing together evidence and striking at the first available chance. The game's 1960s Cold War aesthetic and its 2 main characters are so likable that they'll keep you invested over numerous playthroughs. The 2 frequently engage in humorous back and forth, and Deathloop as a whole is infused with a welcome sense of humor. While the upgrading system is a bit too forgiving, the game's roguelike components ensure that dying actually has meaningful effects, requiring you to maintain a high level of strategic awareness at all times. Deathloop is a shooter that forces you to consider before you fire thanks to its open-ended aims. 4. Astro's Playroom. Astro's Playroom is a free, entertaining 3D platformer that shows off the £5's next-gen capabilities while also paying homage to the PlayStation brand's rich history. Every £5 ships with Astro's Playroom already installed, in case you didn't know. You might easily overlook this bonus and move on to the main game, but you'd be missing out on a fun experience if you didn't give this free bonus a try. All 4 of the game's chapters feature a flurry of fun platforming and puzzle solving. Astrobot and his whimsical universe come to life thanks to the stunning visuals. In addition, the DualSense controller's novel features are put to good use in simulating a wide variety of sensations, from walking on a sandy beach to the resistance felt while drawing back a bowstring. The game is quite brief, but the desire to find all of the treasures and PlayStation-related Easter eggs will have you coming back for more. 5. Returnal. If you're looking for a truly original and challenging experience on £5, look no further than Returnal. You play the role of Celine, an amnesic astronaut who crash lands on an exotic planet and is caught in a time loop in this third-person action game. Exploring the hostile planet is the only way to break the cycle, but the flora and wildlife of this world are extremely dangerous. Returnal is a difficult game that combines elements of bullet hell action with a roguelike structure. If you die while exploring the wilderness, you'll be sent back to your crashed ship without any of your weapons or upgrades. Thankfully, repetition is avoided thanks to procedurally created environments. Each hard-won triumph will urge you on as you uncover the game's mirage of mysteries and secrets, but you'll need steel nerves to overcome the game's fiercest adversary encounters. 6. Horizon Forbidden West. Horizon Forbidden West sticks closely to the formula established by its £4 predecessor, Horizon Zero Dawn, which isn't necessarily a negative thing given that the original was a captivating open-world action/adventure. Forbidden West makes very few changes, but the ones it does make improve the gameplay in important ways. In this sequel, Aloy, the series' main character, travels to unfamiliar areas in an effort to slow the biosphere's rapid degeneration and learn the truth about the ancient world. You'll find new herds of animalistic robots to fight after you enter the Forbidden West, and the fighting is surprisingly tactical, with a focus on picking your shots rather than just shooting arrows into your adversaries. Numerous optional pursuits and diversions are also available. The game's £5 visuals are also top-notch. It's easy to waste hours just taking in the amazing views. 7. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. In 2021, we declared Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart to be the definitive launch title for the PlayStation 5. It was a great demonstration of the £5's capabilities then, and it remains so now, 2 years later. That's mostly due to how well it makes use of the haptic feedback capabilities of the DualSense controller and how quickly it loads levels, but also because its bright cartoonish visuals and extremely expressive character animations make it look like a playable Pixar film. Rift Apart's gameplay is quite identical to that of every other mainline Ratchet & Clank game, although this is actually a strength of the series' tried and true concept. The intrepid Lumbax and his trusty robot sidekick continue their intergalactic adventures, making new friends and thing is clear. The future of gaming is more thrilling than ever.